Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one is going to be on Randy Savage, the Macho King. Macho is a Legend Era striker. He has the one link, the Legend Era, gems do 10% more damage. He has the one gear, the Macho King gear. He is a coach, all the way at 21,000. Purple and red gems do 20% more damage. These dual coaches are awesome, so he's a great coach. I want to start off by saying I think for sure Macho is a top three striker in the game. I think you could make an argument for even higher than that. I think with where the game is headed at 5-star gold and stuff, he is going to fit into that amazingly well. He's got a ton of different builds you could do. So I have 6 builds for you guys. 6. A 4-star, 3 different 5-stars, and 2 3-stars. The last build that I'll be using all super rare trainers. So stick around for that if you want to see just how hard his finisher can hit. I'll be using Asuka at trainer, Gooker, and Hall of Fame Ted on the last build. I'm saving that for last because I typically don't use rare coaches and trainers like that. But I'm going to run 5 ones with relatively normal trainers. So um, let's take a look at the strap. I'm going to keep it the same for the whole shebang. About 50% on the gem damage, so we're going to be a wash there. So his gems would hit harder if he was fully strapped. And the black move damage is 156%. I will be using the cheap shot for every build. When you land a gem critical hit, reduce the damage of all your opponent's gems by 50% for 1 turn. Makes it harder to kick out. I'm a fan of this plate. You've seen me equip it a lot. Made some adjustments here to the strap part on the left. You can see I put the description of the plate over there as well. I figured that might help. And this first move set I'm running just so you guys can see the moves. It is inferior in every way to all of his other move sets, so I don't ever recommend running this one. I can't really see a reason to at this point over his other builds, but this will let you see the moves in action, and it's not terrible. So keep that in mind when I say I would never equip or run this. Anyway, diving double axe handle, 6 MP yellow, deals 66k damage and make 11 random gems into row break gems. Knee drop, 6 MP blue, deals 61k damage and choose 1 row to destroy. Pile driver, deals 64k damage and choose 2 gems to make into column break gems. Not going to run any MP trainers for this build to try to get some extra gem damage on there. So we're going to need a swipe to get going, preferably blue. Yellow would do it as well. Slick Rick for more gem damage, Farouk for 3 more columns, Drew for 1 more column and 15% more damage on those columns. Lacey for more purple and green gem damage, just to get as much gem damage as we can out there. Buff up those purples and greens a little bit more. Bunch of different trainers you could run if you wanted to go more rare, and you could run MP. We're just going to run it this way. I'm going to do all the matches against Hall of Fame Eddie on the road. Same talent, both 5-star silver maxed. I do have tour perks plus 2 MP plus 1 on a match, and Eddie is strapped. 50% reduction like normal. Let's get out here, run this one, see how it goes. Do I have a yellow or blue match? It surely doesn't look like it. So we'll just take the green one. Hopefully he'll match. Yeah, that I guess will work. We do have yellow now. And I see no reason not to take it. Okay, there is a blue match. Blues are loaded next turn. Really all the yellow is in is so you guys can see the move and make it so we basically blow the board up when we hit the blue move. I'm just going to go ahead and take these blues and make sure he doesn't match them. And we'll hit hard next turn. Ish. Hard-ish. Okay. So generally you're going to want to pick a row that doesn't have any of the row break gems in it after it. So this would be the one. And also pay attention for any columns missing a row break in. And leave that one as the one to leave alone. This should get most everything for us. I think we missed like 2 gems there. So 450k damage. Not amazing, not bad. Does take a match to load. He could not kick out. That's my least favorite build by far. I would run a double Fury with the cheap shot that I used. You could also potentially use 2 words for you just to get more destruction on the board, possibly miss no gems. All right, let's start looking at the fun stuff. So these next builds are that first one was a 4-star move. These next 3 are going to be variations of the 5-star moves. Move sets and different combination of coaches, trainers, and that sort of thing. So you could basically mix and match any of these coaches you're going to see between the move sets to fit your style. There's a lot of different combos you could run, so I just stuck with choosing 3 of them on the triple black, different combinations and stuff. Actually, I believe the last one isn't triple black, but I could be wrong. I think just 2 are triple black. So let's get these moves swapped in, take a look at them. The 5-star move is this Juggernaut gem move, the back elbow smash, 5 MP, deal 54k damage and choose 3 gems to make into 2-turn Juggernaut gems that will deal 0 damage and make 3 random gems into power gems of strength 23,518 on every countdown turn. That's 9 power gems each countdown. Let's see. And when they go down to 0, it makes the strength of all your power gems double, go up another 23,518. So you're looking at basically 50k power gems, and it's a 2-turner, so you should get 9 power gems out there. On the first one, second one, it'll go down, and you do a ton of damage. So also we have a stun. It's a 1-turn stun, which is an interesting move. It's 7 MP to load, deal 74k damage, and skip your turn for 1 turn. And then the finisher, the diving elbow drop, 10 MP black finisher, deal 185k damage, and swap a 4x1 random area into black gems. Later on, we're going to see a massive version of this, where it's buffed very, very big. You'll want to see that. We're going to switch every trainer out here. This is the power gem build where we're buffing the power gems. It'll say no effect, but it does work on the power gems. So we are going to swap in Taker here. It'll say it doesn't work, but it does. And then we're going to put in Bray for more black MP. I prefer to run this one with 2 MP trainers and no power gem trainer, but I will show you guys this version too, as I know some people like running it this way. Put Bella in for just a little bit more power gem damage. It's going to say no effect. Right here, 10% more. Not huge, but it will be a little bit. And then we're going to use Big Show in this build for more black gems on the starting board, because we do want a black match on turn 1 with this build. Just a little bit lower down here. He's not 9k for me yet. Should get there soon-ish to get to 25%. I use these trainers a lot. I kind of like them. Some people don't. I like consistency, though, so it probably won't come as a surprise to anyone. Same thing for this one as last one, Double Fury. You might think that's a weird choice. This one you could use Cheap Shot, you could use Head Games. I like both of those 2 options. So I want to talk a little bit, if we get time here. See, stun will be loaded right away in Tours +2. In Feud, you may need double MP trainers most of the time with where perks are at to get the stun going turn 1. You can see we have our black match, which is perfect. These Juggernaut gems we don't want to get matched, so generally bottom, corner, loot box gems are good spots. We have our black gem. You could also run Elias instead of Big Show. So he's stunned, so he can't do anything. And there's our 9 power gems at 38k damage a swipe. So now we're going to hit the finisher after we throw some more Juggernaut gems out there. And the finisher will make since we're throwing black gems out, is going to make the power gems tick and make the finisher bigger. We did destroy a couple, but you can see 770k there. Stun is loaded off of that, and so is the countdown gems. I don't think he's going to kick out. Yeah. So, really strong build. He didn't even get a turn because of that one-turn stun. The one-turn stun for him is a really interesting move. I actually like it. Not necessarily for stunning, but it basically covers up a lot of errors, issues, bad board stuff, and lets you not take many hits and go quite fast. So let's take a look at the next one. Same thing, completely, except we're going to use 2 MP trainers to start. This negates a bad board. So if there's no black match, if the board doesn't want to cooperate, and then we're going to swap in 1 move damage coach and Elias, which you could run the same ones we just did, or you could flip-flop them and run the last move with these trainers. It really doesn't matter. So I'm just presenting different issues. Or different options. It's whatever you feel more comfortable with, or the trainers you have. That is really nice because all the moves are black and they're pretty beefy, so he buffs them along with our metal. And Elias just means if we get a 3-match, instead of getting 4 MP, we're going to get 5. In feud, a match and you would get 6. With Elias, you would get 7. So he's not really needed, to be honest, but it's an option. So we'll just throw him on there so you guys can see. And we'll run it again. Maybe this time I'll have a little more time, since you saw the moveset in action, to talk about why you're seeing double fury on all of these movesets from me. I think long view, the 5-star gold game, kicking out is going to be very important for you in case you don't keep someone down on turn 1. You want to be able to kick out and take your turn. And here is why I like this moveset, is because no matter what, the finisher's ready next turn. We do have a black match, which I certainly will be taking, but no matter what happens, even if you don't have it, the finisher's ready next turn on tours. And in feud, I believe under the current model, the stun would still be loaded turn 1, and a match would get you the finisher on turn 2. So much prefer it like this. Also in feud, keep in mind Elias would, so 3 would be 5, Elias would be 6. He would load the stun on a 3-match. So that's another good reason for Elias. So the stun would be loaded in feud off of that, and they would continue to not get a turn as well. Not that it's probably going to matter. Anyway, the what I'm saying at 5-star gold is you're going to take some big shots. You want to be able to kick out. So my opinion is double fury is almost always going to be preferable, so you can make sure you kick out if you don't keep someone down on turn 1. So even if I'm using a move damage guy, I'm going to be recommending double fury, because that's the route I'm going to go when possible. This one I didn't have a fury metal leveled up, so I put the takedown one on leveled up. You can see this is another great moveset. Macho, folks, is quite good and a heck of a problem. I really like him. Moving on. This is another 5-star build, but instead of the finisher, we're going to put in the choose move and use 2 MP trainers. I actually think this is probably my favorite of the power gem builds for him, because it allows you a lot of leeway. You can make a lot of mistakes and still win pretty handily, and you can ramp up some huge damage in a hurry this way, without them getting a turn with the skip turn. This would be great if they ever bring back Titans and we get like massive Titans at the 5-star gold level. This moveset would annihilate Titans. And it's actually pretty fast. So you've seen all the moves, don't need to go over them again. Actually, you haven't seen Snake Eyes yet, never mind. I'll put Kofi on, and then I'll go over Snake Eyes with you. Six MP yellow, deals 65k damage and choose 4 gems to make into black gems. At 5-star gold, that does go to choose 5, which is nice. Okay, and you could keep Ted in, absolutely, for this. I'm going to put Rikishi in. That way a yellow match gets us loaded with the choose move again. And because with the stun, you can do some really interesting stuff, which hopefully I will be able to show you. Again, over Elias, you could also use Ted, you could use Gooker, you could use Elias, it really doesn't matter. So the idea here is we're going to get the Juggernaut gem down turn 1, and then we're going to do a choose move and swipe into it to get the Juggernaut gem to go off, and kind of get ahead of the game. Plus, we'll have the stun. Should we cascade, it'll save us the trouble there. So the stun really helps for bad boards. It helps for cascades, and it means you don't need to be perfect in your choosing stuff, which also means you can go faster because if you make a mistake, it's not the end of the world. And in speed is very important in, say, feud. So we got our Juggernaut gems down. Now we're going to set up a 5 match that we swipe into. We do have choose 4 naturally. That should be plenty for this most of the time. We're going to set up the choose here. And we want to make sure we swipe with a specific one. I'll set up a 3 match here. So if I swipe with the black gem, the red will turn to the wild card. If I grab the red gem and swipe with it, the black will, and we'll get a 3 match for sure. So you want to swipe with the black match. No cascade. And now you can see power gems fire. We also have the stun loaded. So now we have multiple stun turns on the board, and we can just swipe for the victory. I don't even need to put this move down, but I will do it anyway. And we're going to want to leave our power gems intact. So I'm going to go ahead and take this swipe. Boom. It's going to hit pretty big. Not huge, but pretty big. And now my power gems are going to just be massive. 94k, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. At 92k, that's like roughly 1.7 million on a swipe. And we still have him stunned. So ideally, we would take this yellow because we still have the stun. It'll pin him. If somehow he had 5 million hit points, it would be our turn again next turn with a full pin bar and the yellow move charged. So I think you can see just how strong that moveset is. That's my favorite way of running the power gems, to be honest, right there. Okay. Now you're going to see 3-star moveset, and this is high finisher damage. Again, double fury, and I will show this to you 2 ways. I will show this to you guys using just Dean and no rare trainers, just going to keep Elias and Rikishi on there. I guess Elias is rare, but I mean, you could put any coach on there, really. But we're going to run it with the finisher and the skip turn. So this is available at 3-star. You could also run a variation of that last move set where instead of the stun, you use the finisher. I don't have that because I feel like the stun is more effective in that it gives you more outs, more options, and it's safer. But you absolutely could run the power gems with the finisher, get the power gems out, hit the finisher, and run that same exact style I did that way. But I do prefer it with the stun over the finisher with the 2 trainers, personally. And then we're just going to substitute Dean in. Move damage. And next you'll see it with Asuka and all rare trainers, and just see how hard it hits. Do keep in mind we have the move metal, so I want to say this is like 500k when we get in there. Again, double fury, cheap shot, head games. You could run takedown, it's just going to be harder to kick out. And like we discussed, I feel like kick out is going to be really clutch. So we need 7 to load it, so 2 3s is more than enough, even without Elias. So Elias really isn't doing anything for us here. So we'll set up 2 3 matches. And then we're going to hit the stun. So with this, too, keep in mind, because we have the stun, if we wanted, if there was, let's say, a yellow match, we could swipe a yellow, and it would still be our turn. There isn't a yellow. That's if you want to reload to be safe. But the finisher will load the stun for us as well. So we'll go ahead and hit the finisher. It might keep him down. It will reload the stun, no problem. Mostly reload the finisher. If it doesn't keep him down, we can stun him, hopefully get a swipe of black gems, and then finish him next turn. But it did keep him down. So that's with just one move damage trainer. Now let's load him up and see what I call the ultra finisher build. You can see even before medals, it's over 500k. And this honestly would be a lot of fun to run. Super fast, super straightforward, super easy to do. I mean, Macho is really good. I still have 5% to get on my TED. He's going up at talent up, then he'll be at 25%. I realize Gooker is super rare. That's why I did the first move set first, so you guys could see normal and then also see kind of top end potential damage. This is a lot of fun, and it's going to be extremely hard to kick out of. So again, 2-3 matches, loads the finisher, no problem. We also got a yellow match to come down. That's not bad. Again, if we wanted to, if there was a yellow match and I was worried about recycling, I could swipe a yellow. It would still be our turn. Hit the finisher. I could swipe a black match in feud. It would reload the head pull hangman because it would be 6 and then it would be our turn. So a black match would let me hit the stun again and it would do more damage. Or, you know, in this case, we'll just hit a critical on the finisher and have cheap shot go off. Hit for 900,000 damage on the finisher, and he's going to have no realistic chance of kicking out. 971,000. So let's just run it again since it's so fast and it's fun. Why not? I mean, we did 6 builds in 23 minutes. Might as well get one extra in here, huh? He's a lot of fun. Man, he's a lot of fun. I would love to get this card. Also a great coach, so there's really nothing to not like here. I think that was a lot of double negatives, though. So it is a trial, so you all got to play him. Not everybody, I'm sure, strapped him or did that kind of stuff. Definitely probably didn't unlock a plate. So I'll be very interested to hear in the comments what you thought about Macho in the trial, what you think about him after watching the video, what your favorite moveset is, etc., etc. So let's do and we'll just do these 3. And here's what I mean about where you can take a swipe. And even if you cascade or get an unlucky board, it's not the end of the world because he's stunned. Let's just take this black match. All right. No harm, no foul. In feud, that would have loaded this, and then you could stun him again, hit for another 210,000, and then hit your finisher, stun him again next turn if, in fact, you needed to. So just to show you guys, that's what you can do if you feel like it. We didn't crit here, but I do imagine we'll keep him down. Cheap shot went off, so you can see he got no gem damage on his first match, and he can't kick out. So there you guys go. Macho Man. King Macho Man. He is a very strong card. Easily top 3 striker. Realistically, probably top 2. Maybe even the best. I don't know. It's hard to say that because there's a lot of strikers I like. but he's really, really good, and I feel comfortable saying easily top 3. Uh, Debate away. So let me know what you think in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, as that helps me out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.